All right, things are looking slowly like they should be. Boom. All right, guys. Good morning and welcome back. Let me get caught up here. We are a little bit behind schedule, 1 minute. Seems like very insignificant, but it's not because a ticker could pop any second. So let's focus here for a second. ONCO is actually the top ticker. It's moving. Nice price action. 3,000 shares. Good till cancel. Former runner. Big resistance around 4. And again at 0.3. Around 22. Watching this one. This could be a possible entry. Let me know if anything is wrong. Volume, audio. I guess that's the same thing. Visual, graphics. I don't know anything. Just in case I missed some setting. Watching ONCO. Anyway, it is good to see everyone back. Morning, James. Good morning, everyone in Discord. Just keeping my eye on this ticker for now. Eye on the prize, so to say. We also have significant support and resistance right around here in the 20s. So you could see that came actually in as really big support. Morning, Peter. Didn't see a setup on it that I wanted to jump in super hard yet, but I kind of like the fact that we have support. If we get a bit of a pullback, maybe like 26 or so, I think I would jump in on this one a little bit more eagerly. AFIB Gelato saying is getting ready as well, or could be getting ready. Yeah, back over VWAP. Needs a lot more volume though. There's that move to 0.3. Okay. Technically, there was a 1 minute pullback on that 5 minute breakout. That wasn't that bad. I didn't go for it. This could be an entry. I'm gonna look for that move over 0.3. Two minutes quite extended. Let's see if we can get an entry here. Starting to get a little bit of size. Looking for that push over 0.3, that's the plan. Nice pop there. So you can get a little bit more size here. Would like to see closer to 1,500 shares. Bit of a pop. Maybe we're going to get that last move to 0.3. It's struggling. I'm out. Quick first trade, nothing too crazy. Didn't fully get the size, but I could have been a bit more aggressive. Looking for another pullback. Marking the low of this candle on the 2 minute just to keep an eye. 5 minutes still quite extended. Let's see if we break lower. I would love an entry if we break a little bit lower here. Below 27. No, so far it's still holding pretty good. Let's see if we can ride this move over 0.3. Nice. Good momentum there. Starting to reduce size a little bit. Volume could be more on this breakout for sure. Whoa, big pullback there. A lot of sell pressure. Oh, finally did pop back up. Morning, Hari. Nice to see you guys. Nice to be back at it again this morning. Look at this, 0.3, possible breakout at 0.3. Could be a flat top here. I'm not gonna go for it just because the volume seems a little bit iffy. Maybe we're gonna get a better 5-minute setup. We're also kind of extended here. I don't know, it just feels like if you enter, you can quickly be down 5% or so when you buy high. I just can't. My mistake is on these sub dollars is always buying too high on the sub dollars. And then my mistake on other normal price takers, 2 to 10, let's just say, is not buying high enough and missing the entry by 1 or 2 cents. But these sub dollars, I always buy them too high. Today is also the last trading day of the week for me. I will be not online tomorrow. I will be on a flight to Utah. And I've really considered probably not trading pre-market while I'm there, just so I don't have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. Eastern, because I think that's going to be a little bit too brutal over the course of 6 weeks. But maybe I'll make a survey, see what you guys think. I think I know what I think at this point. ONCO 0.3, can we break it? It might happen. Could be a lot of power here. Pretty strong 7 a.m. so far. We got really right to it. Didn't even have time to throw up the disclaimer. Remember, guys, trading is risky, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Although we do learn a lot from each other as well, I always like to think. This is probably by far the most obvious and clear ticker we're seeing. So this is what I'm focused on right now. Possible flat top breakout here. It doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. I'm still not crazy about it. It all feels like everything's extended for this breakout. But so far it is working. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I don't know. Spider senses are not liking this one. LVTX being called out. I usually don't look at tickers until they're up over 40% or so. Oop, clicked on the wrong one. Volume's also too light on LVTX for, it's okay. It's okay. It's not too light, but it's on the light side and it's not gapping up that much either. Wow, ONCO. I always like to think, if there's a better ticker to be trading, why not trade that one? Even if it is a sub-dollar. Okay, it's holding. $32 seems to be the tough spot right now to break. Nice. I didn't think we were going to break that, and then we did. I stopped out too soon. Morning, Mark. Next big zone is actually like over 40 cents, so we really got room to run on this one. I mean, there's some resistance. I would probably argue around 35. I'll mark that out. I don't want to over market, but 35 is probably the next major zone. But really, that 0.4 is, I find a bit more interesting so far. This ticker's still running here. So far, so good. Looking to pick up some shares here before that break over 33. Jumping in a little bit high. Wow. Trying to get over 10,000 shares. Instantly pops to 0.34. Yeah, it's trying. It's trying to move higher, but it's struggling a little here. Five minutes definitely extended. Maybe we'll still get that last pop though. Struggling here a bit. Still resistance here. I think we're gonna probably pull back 1 or 2 more times. Taking a little bit of possible risk off. Sizing, seeing, can we actually break here? Still pulling back kind of strong. Still pulling back. Pretty decent sell volume there, unfortunately. Wow. First 30 seconds. It's a little weaker. Can we get that last push higher here? I think we might be able to see it. It is holding pretty well. New 5-minute or new minute in 3, 2, 1. Let's see, looking for that move back over 32. Light sell volume here, it's a good sign. Big support around 0.3. LVTX is moving up on the scanners, but this is still probably the best ticker we're seeing. Might be dying on us here. Yep, selling off. Yeah, I gotta stop out. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. I think that last stab was probably a bit unnecessary. That sell volume was just too high. I had to stop out. Almost fully stopped. 5, 9. But it was a nice little starter ticker to get kind of wet the beak a little bit. Man, I just cannot get out of this one. All right, a little annoying. All right, there we go. Yeah, great starter ticker to wet the beat. I like it. That was good fun. So we had, you know, I did okay. I did really good at first, and I don't know. Maybe I get a little bit too aggressive when the 5-minute was extended. I really thought we had that upside potential here. So this one died on me a little bit, and I made the mistake of not cutting my losses quick enough. Just stuck around a little bit too long is what it is. Can't be upset about it. I like that. I was using a bit bigger size. That makes me happy. Overall, everything went pretty good. I just stuck around too long and tried it too many times when it was dead. Wow, we went right into it, huh? 722. We haven't really done much discussions about anything else. Hopefully you guys did a little bit better at trading than me just now. There's nothing really else that's super interesting for me. LVTX is kind of shaky. Looks like I wasn't the only one that stopped out. I think it needed to shake out some people. That's ultimately what we saw just now. Back finding support. Nice little pop, but I didn't get my fill. Looking for that move back over 3 here. I'm gonna close this one if I can. Nice work, Corey. Nice, James. Always sneaking it in during the meetings. That's hilarious. Yeah, that would have been really nice if ONCO had that break higher over 0.34. Then we'd be up probably like 800 right now. But I gave back instead of being able to really capitalize on that move. That's a little unfortunate. On the move that didn't work, so it's not like it worked. And you guys are calling out some random tickers here. Let me know if if sometimes on these tickers you guys call out if it's a swing trade, because I think sometimes you guys are talking about swing trades. ONCO, nice pop there on ONCO, huge move. We might see it move to high. Dang, didn't get my fill. Oh my God. Woo! That would have been beautiful if we didn't get stopped out. That would have been a huge win. There we go. I don't sure if this is gonna really pop much higher. What the heck? Insane, insane. Okay, this one's really rocketing. God dang, I can't believe I got stopped out at like 0.29. Oh, that's frustrating. All right, guys, we gotta focus here. We gotta focus here. Freaking just boosted to that 0.4 zone I was talking about. Next spot is gonna be huge right here, 4.8. We want to get any sort of pullback. That's the goal right now. We just had a lot of big moves up. I do want to be kind of mindful of that. I mean, it just had a huge swing. That was crazy. Ah, I can't believe it. Oh man, what? I'm getting skunked here a little bit on my entries. Kind of managing my risk here a little bit. Looking for another maybe bit of a dip. Could happen, hard to say. It's gonna break out here. This could be a big breakout. My flow on this ticker is not great. Like, I often think we're gonna get more pullbacks, or I think it's gonna run when I'm like 3 minutes either too soon or too late in my thought. So like, I was really thinking here we're actually gonna see a pullback. This looks like very strong for a breakout actually. Yeah, when this one breaks out, it just kind of inches higher, huh? Freaking crazy. Super nice. Still maintaining the trend. Wow, crazy, crazy, crazy. .5 is the next major zone on this ticker. Volume's still really strong. So far, this ticker's a real powerhouse. It is struggling here a little bit. I'm gonna stop out. I missed my fill there to get back in. Okay, there we go. Last time we dipped below the 9 EMA, it was much stronger than I expected. I will be cautious sizing in here. We're still extended on the 2-minute. A little undecided right now. I think it needs a bit more of a pullback. Give me a sec. Watching. This could push. Chasing a bit here. I don't like that. Has these pullbacks, but there's like, it goes below my limit order and I don't even get filled. It's super frustrating. Didn't happen this time, going below my limit order and not getting filled, but in general, that seems to be the trend. No, one time I have a tiny size. That's frustrating. I don't think this is going to actually break out much more. Yeah, dang, talk about a fumble. That's frustrating. Very light sell volume here. Maybe it's gonna do another dip though. Also light volume though. Looking for that pop over 42. There we go. Can we get one more? That was the move. Tell you what, the easy moves feel a little bit behind us right now. Cheers, Prez. Wow, I didn't think this was gonna break out like that. I did not expect that. Coulda, shoulda, woulda held there, but wow, I'm in awe. Point 0.5 is the spot everyone's gonna be looking at now. Looking to see if we can get a little bit of size. Looking for that move higher. If we get some more trades on this one, I don't even know if I'm going to want to trade anymore after the open. That was a beautiful volume breakout too. little weak. I'll put LVTX on my second screen. I'm not really watching it though right now. Starting to feel a little bit weak here. I don't know. I think the easy trades are not here right now. Check out the 5-minute too. Look how messed up the 5-minute looks. This is what I'm going to miss when I'm in Utah. If I don't do pre-market, obviously. But lately we've been getting a lot more action from like 10 to 11. So I think if I just start around like 9:15 or so, or 9 or 8:45 or something like that, I think that actually might be more beneficial for my trading. There's always going to be the pre-market days I miss, but I'm really thinking it actually might be net positive, and it'll be also a good experiment. It would be a good time to do like a 6-month experiment, like, okay, or 6-week. You know, how is my trading? Tomorrow I gotta wake up at 3:30 a.m. to get to the airport. Oh my lord, I'm mentally just struggling at the thought of it. LVTX, nice move there. Congrats to anyone trading it. That was, or got the pop, I should say, because trading and getting is two different things. Volume, like not, you know, 300,000 is not bad. It's not bad. I was gonna say it wasn't great, but actually, it's actually not bad at all. This is where I gave back a lot of my profits last time, right here in this area. Dip below VWAP, just a little bit too strong. 6 weeks until the March 16th or 17th or something like that. Morning, Travis. Oh, I'm over here speaking to the Discord thinking you guys hear me. Who's trading LVTX? Yeah, I feel you, James. Nice dip here on ONCO. Could be a possible little backside trade. Finding support already. I was hoping it would actually sell off a little bit more, but nice low float on LVTX and good news, so that's looking really nice. I had the right idea on ONCO just now, but it didn't dip as much as I wanted it to, because I didn't enter. It's a bit in a range right now. Might be able to get like a low entry on this range. Nice. Let's see if we get a pop back higher here. This could just crawl right back up. Oh man. Those exits are so hard to get sometimes, huh? Oh, that was brutal. What a shame. Had the right idea. That was so quick. Darn. That's a bit unfortunate. I had the right idea. It even worked. It was just a flash pop, and I was not able to take my profits. So I gave back like 150 or so there. Well, I had the right idea. I had the right idea. But that's also a bit of the problem with the these cheap tickers is you have the right idea, but the price action is a little bit volatile to where you can't actually get in or get out, or it's the spreads are a bit weird. Oh my god, I'm chasing lower. Hate chasing lower. Yeah, oh my god, I did it again. All right. This is really dangerous to be trading right now. Really dangerous to be trading. That was disgusting. All right. All right, every time you give back 20% off the highs, it's probably means something you got to be careful about. Something's not going right. So, yeah, nice day so far. Man, I gave back a lot of profits today. Whoo-wee. So I was up 400, and then I was red. And then I was up again, and then I gave back like half of it. And then we went to 1050, so 1050, and now I'm at 850. Really tough to keep profits right now. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what I end up deciding to do going forward here. Yeah, I agree, James. definitely almost stretching time. Anyone trading LVTX? Big support on NCO coming up. Oh wow, nice gelato. That's fun. That's really crazy. ONCO doesn't even have news today. Gotta love it. I think the micro float part is the news, right? Or not the micro float, micro cap. Micro cap. It's a 2.3 million market cap, and the float of 12.4 for a sub dollar is really crazy low. Cheers, James. Yeah, man. When I opened TOS, I was just like, guys, ONCO, let's get it. It was looking really good. LVTX is also looking really good. It's grinding higher so nicely at this point. As nice as a grind is, just let's just say, I don't like tickers that usually grind like this, but for a grind, it is a nice consistent grind up higher. Can't deny that. $258. So next big zone is like 3. You could probably argue like 2.6, but I don't know. 3 is really that significant zone that's easy to see from afar. Like 2.5, $1.50 are always significant in their own ways. ONCO is anyone trading this backside is probably just getting really annoyed. Bit of an ascending wedge on LVTX that broke higher. Typically ascending wedges do break to the downside. I've been more skeptical on this ticker than it really deserves. So it's still moving really nicely. All right, guys, let's do a couple minutes here of stretching. Let's get in positions. Feel free to join in. We'll be like one of those 80s fitness videos. Oh my god, I'm so sore. Oh Jesus. I had leg day yesterday, and today it's my butt is so sore. Why do I feel like one of you guys is range trading ONCO on the VWAP? Just admit it if you are. What am I trying to do right now? James says he's already in. Nice work. Hopefully it worked out. Honestly, it's probably not even the worst strategy. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Just back and forth, just rinse and repeat. You know, range trading is one of those strategies that work really well until it doesn't. It's like, man, I could do this all day. I'm just cleaning up. And then that, you know. But if you do it like 2-3 times, then sometimes, you know, you're just like, okay, I kind of got what I wanted. Now I'm playing with fire. You start getting a little bit of a sixth sense for when maybe it's time to back off slightly. Nice. Colby wrapping it up today, up over 1K. Heck yeah. If there's one feature you guys really want on Trade Journal, what would it be? Wow, SXTC. Everyone's looking for that move to 3.5. That's the big one on SXTC. If I get a low entry, I'd go for it. New minute, 3, 2, 1. Definitely not buying that one high. Nope. Wow, there goes SPRC. Didn't expect that. Fair enough, James. Yeah, it's a hustle on the range, huh? Half the reason I don't like range trading is because sometimes it wears me out, and then I don't have enough energy for the good stuff. LVTX just had a big sell-off. Man, yeah, look at yesterday. Yesterday was a nightmare for me. I was up 100, then I went down to 500, then I was only down 150, and then I was down 760, and then I ended kind of like at a triple top. Phooey, that's a busy day. little slow right now. I got to answer 1 or 2 emails, so I'm gonna do that. Keeping an eye on the tickers. SXTC had such a strong pullback just now. You'll see it here at the left. Man, what a start to the day we had, huh? It's crazy. Okay, ONCO back at it again. So it had a higher low come in. That's good to see. Keeping an eye on it. Do 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 do. Yeah, Mark. Pre-market was my best trading. Always. And I mean, you guys know my statistics as well. I show them tons of times, but I think it is important to daytime to focus or at least acknowledge for the fact that I make most of my money from 7 to 8. 8 to 9 is a tricky one for me, and then the 9 to 10 is the next biggest phase. So that open, right? after the market opens is my best, my second best. 8 to 9 is my worst, or not my worst. 10 to 11 is kind of my worst of time periods I actually actively trade. I would say these four are really the only ones worth looking at. But yeah, that first 7 to 8, just like ONCO today. I mean, that's really where I make most of my money. And then, you know, 8 to 9 is always that consolidation phase after 7 to 8. Just like we're seeing right now. It's easy to trip over yourself. It's easy to find a setup that doesn't exist or see a setup that doesn't exist because you're staring at the charts too long. You just got to exercise patience and all that stuff. But I think, you know, I'm actually pretty okay at trading the market open and a little bit after that. The problem is I'm already pretty tired by the time that happens. So I think if I do 6 weeks of just doubling down market open trading till about 11, I think I actually might do really well. So that's my philosophy. And I think, you know, this is a really good time to try it out. All right, let's keep looking. Bigger pullback there. Strong sell-off, huh? Look at that, 14% in one go. Patience, guys. Right now it's all about the patience, so we don't do anything silly. CUIN up pre-market. Sub dollar doesn't have enough volume for me, CYN. It's not interesting for me personally. Looks like ONCO is popping back up again. It's getting more and more interesting for sure. Finish with our code logic. Yeah, PCSA is not bad. I'm also looking at it right now. So PCSA, looks like there is some news here. Pharmaceutical company, very low float, popping up quite aggressively. This one had a reverse split not too long ago, 1 to 20. That's why all of our price zones for this ticker are not relevant anymore. We could just go ahead and delete all of them. PCS, I'm going to put it on our second screen. Remove the other one, which was SXTC. 63% is not bad. It's up at $3.4. There might be an opportunity here, keeping a close eye on this one. Just broke some big resistance. A lot of resistance though here on the 9 EMA and 15 EMA on the daily. Next stop though, major resistance is around $5. It's almost a bit of a gap up. So if we can see this push hold over 3.5, the volume's pretty nice on PCSA. Notice how it's instantly over 200 shares per minute, as opposed to SXTC, which was always, you know, between 50 and 200,000 shares. So just, there's a little bit more oomph to this one, that's for sure. I'd love to jump in on this one in the 30s. $8.49 here, so we're getting closer to that 9 a.m. open. Already found a bit of support. More action, more momentum there than I thought. Morning, Tom. Nice work cleaning up on ONCO, guys, in the YouTube chat. Looks really good. New minute, 3, 2, 1. We're looking for that bounce. Still a lot of sellers though. Oof. That was nasty. That was really nasty. That got me good. Can't deny that. Dang, what a flush. That was disgusting. Gave back more there than I probably should have. That's for sure. I gotta be careful. I don't want to give back more than 50%. That's too much for me. So, let's see. Yeah, technically PCSA price action wise, it was a good setup. It just didn't work. But that's just how it goes, right? Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's gonna come right back and break new high day. You just never know. I had 2,000 shares, so a pretty decent share size. Has that nice 1.23 float, so there was potential there for another pop. Volume price 205. phase 1 study completion cancer. I think I'm going to start watching ONCO again. It looks like it's breaking out of the range here. I'm not sure if it actually does move to 0.5. I'm not sure if we're actually going to have much opportunity to trade it after the market opens. So I think if I want to get aggressive on this ticker, this is probably the time to do it. Try to get that entry for this breakout. Didn't get filled. Looking for this to hold and punch to a move over 4.6. I don't have the biggest size. Have room to average down. Whew. Wow, what happened there? Yikes. 2 big losses back to back. That was very unfortunate. I'm watching this one. It's holding okay. Big buyers coming in there. Stopped out. Too many sellers. Crazy, crazy, crazy. PCSA, look at that. This is what we were thinking, that it was going to actually end up crawling right back up to new highs. Tough, tough ticker. Has that 1.2 million float. If there's a dip on it, I would go for it. But it's not amazing. It's not amazing at all. I got shaken out on ONCO as well. Nice breakout. Could keep crawling here. It's trending higher. I'm gonna start seeing if I could size into this one. Didn't get my size, unfortunately. Didn't do as good as I wanted to just now, but at least it wasn't a red trade. We got more upside potential. I'm looking at 0.5. Can we get it? That was a big volume spike that we just had on this ticker. It's a bit extended right now. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is going to give us any opportunities after the market opens. I think if there's a time to trade it, this might actually be it. And the reason is it was so thickly traded pre-market, now it's breaking out before the market opens, so it might not have any more energy by the time it's a gap and go. It's already up 200%. I'm not sure what else we would try to be getting out of this ticker. So I do want to be kind of mindful of the fact that, you know, if you want to trade this ticker, right now it's a bit extended, but This might be one of the last opportunities to actually get some trades on in the next 10-15 minutes. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Remember, guys, trading is this stream is just for educational purposes. Just want to do a quick reminder, especially to everyone that's new here. Okay. Yeah, Mark, if I were you, I'd probably call it. Nice work, man. That's great profits. That's amazing. I was trying to size up way more aggressively this morning to get a bit more profits because the ticker was really nice. My problem was just holding on to the profits. I don't know. I'm a little bit indifferent to PCSA. But in terms of after the market opens, I think PCSA could be much better. It has a tiny flow. It has a catalyst. I think it could be really good. Morning, Shay. Could be a flat top breakout and ONCO coming up here. New 5-minute candle about to pop up as well. Looking for ONCO possible breakout here. Slight sell volume. Stopping out. Possible re-entry. Sell volume was light. And I think I stopped out literally right before. Waiting for the move over 0.46, flat top breakout. Volume's pretty light right now. Also very thickly traded ticker. So ideally I don't want to trade this one much more. I'm not sure if we'll get a breakout or not. Stopping out. I thought we'd have it. I thought we did. I thought that was in the bank. So, but I like how quick I was able to stop out. Obviously, these last 100 measling shares are giving me difficulty. So we were good and quick on that stop. I like the way I sized. I think I did everything right on that one. So I'm happy about it. PCSA, kind of jumped in that one a little bit. Eager beaver, maybe. But yeah, what I don't like is I gave back so much of my profit. So much of my profit. But hey, that's what happens when you're not as disciplined. I should have been more disciplined. When I was up $1,000, I should have been like, you know what? It's so easy to give back in this market. I say it every single day. So I should have been more disciplined on that, but it is what it is. I'm getting screen time. Who cares right now? Just up and down a few $100s. It's not going to change anything. So better to practice. So when we start sizing, you know, $20,000, $30,000, that's the important part. Yeah, so fine. No, TOS does not charge a fee. There's just reg fees, but that's not from TOS. Mark says the breakouts are not working well on ONCO. Yeah, I agree. The breakouts are really tough. So that's why I was trying to size in before the potential breakout. It was looking like it was building a nice floor. There was low sell volume here. It was actually looking pretty solid. I could have closed a few times for a win, but I don't want to close for a 2% win when any one of these candles could have been like a 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 15% pop. We've seen it. So that would have been too much risk for not enough upside. So it was worth holding and seeing if that would happen. Nice work, SPY. So another 10 minutes before market opens. I'm going to have to tighten up my act here a little bit. Be more patient. A lot of these moves, though, it's a little bit, you just got to get aggressive and hope it breaks out, right? I'm only right about 64% of the time. So being wrong is the name of the game. If you're never getting red trades, you're probably not doing something right. It's hard to say right now on ONCO what's going on. The 5-minute looks kind of okay, but it's really, really struggling here. I'm wondering if it's going to be able to break out of this range. Maybe it's going to break out of this range before the market opens. At this point, I hope it doesn't, just because we're too close to the market open. And I think if it does break out now, I don't know if it's going to do much after the market opens. There's almost no volume on ONCO right now. It's really weird. I think a lot of people are quite antsy on it. I'm gonna do 2 minutes, 3 minutes stretch here before the market opens. Thanks for letting me know I'm muted. Appreciate it, Shay. Yeah, Webull is a little bit slow. I agree. It's not my favorite, and transparency is also lacking on it. Anyway, what I was saying is PCSA, LVTX, and ONCO are probably our top 3 movers. PCSA and LVTX, quite similar tickers in volume and price. Both have a catalyst. Both biotechs. ONCO is the sub-dollar with no catalyst. So it's interesting to see what's going on here. Common Collected is going to be the name of the game today. Don't need to give back, or don't need to. What I want to do is I want to size aggressively if I see a good setup. I don't want to let anything really run away from me. So I got to be patient, wait for that good setup, then get aggressive. PCSA already moving. Breaking out of that trend line. Remember to get the time of force day. Looking for a nice move on ONCO. It's gonna be a little tricky here. Into the open. Good luck, everyone. Few rejections there off the 9 EMA on ONCO. Maybe it's going to break out. PCSA really pushing. Was not able to catch that pop. Wow, big push on ONCO. Huge push on ONCO. Ah, missed my entry. Let's see. I don't want to chase it too high, but I will keep sizing on this one. Stalling out here a little bit. PCSA, really good push there at the open. It sucks that we have 2 perfect tickers moving right now. It's really frustrating. Flat top breakout at 455. Stopping out. Oh man. Sloppy. Sloppy. Big pullback there. Try to get long. Missed my fill. So far, I haven't really been able to capitalize on any of these moves after the open. A lot of sell pressure on ONCO right now. Looking for that move back to the 9 EMA, so trying to accumulate around maybe 15,000 shares before then. A lot of resistance on ONCO right here. Question is ONCO going to hold VWAP here? I don't think I'm going to trade this backside, but I'm going to keep a close eye on it. If it maybe ends up holding at VWAP, finding support, doesn't have that much sell volume, if it does break it, things like that, would look to get a little bit more aggressive on it. LVTX kind of holding. SXTC back at it. Starting to size in a little bit. On PCSA, looking for that move back over 4.5. Yeah, unfortunately giving back on this one again. Frustrating. This ticker is not meshing with me, unfortunately. Take care, James. Thanks for tuning in today. Today, market exposure was my enemy. Absolute enemy. Absolute enemy. which is basically another word for myself. I was my own biggest enemy, right? Take care, guys. Everyone that's leaving. Five-minute breakout we're seeing. ONCO, possible size here. Wow, very rough day for me so far after the market opened. Possible dip off of VWAP. PCSA coming back, but I think I'm not going to trade that ticker anymore. I'm somehow not in the flow in that ticker at all. Only bad things happen when I touch it, so I'm going to leave that one. Unfortunately, it's no longer my favorite price action. Makes it a little frustrating. Oh, this might actually break. Volume's too high. Woo! Luckily I stopped out. Oh, this is a disaster of a day. Yeah, market exposure today, huh? That was it. Wow, I got so caught today. Shame on me. Shame on me. And here it is. PCSA gets me again. I missed that move on it again. I actually wanted this exact. I don't know if I said it in the stream or not. I don't know if I said it. I wanted this move. That's why I traded here. I just did not go back and check it. Ugh, that's frustrating. Oh, man. All right. So lessons, guys. Always focus on the lessons. because that's how we get better, right? How can we take what we learned today and become a better trader for it? For me, the biggest lesson, without a question, hands down, market exposure. I say it a million times, and I need to really act on it. So yeah, in Utah, and in where am I right now? Wherever I am, I really don't think I could do more than 2 hours of trading. I really don't. This happens to me so much. 2 hours, more than 2 hours of trading where I'm already doing well. Let's just say, like, I don't have more than 2 hours of good trading. So if I wait around 3 hours, but then I only trade that last hour, that's fine as well. But like today, I've done this probably over 100 times where I'm up over 1,000 or whatever that number is. 1,000 is a pretty good one because I have a few, like dozen memories of 1,000 specifically, where I'm up over 1,000 at like 7:45 a.m. and then I trade and I give back all that money. Sometimes I even hit max loss. And I think that's probably one of the worst feelings in trading is you work longer and you make less money. Thinking if I'm missing anything. Yeah, so I need to act on that a little bit more accordingly. So if I do some good trading for like an hour or 45 minutes or whatever, and I'm really happy with it, if I wanted to make more money, I don't need to trade longer. I should have used bigger size. And then take that and go into the next day. And it's that simple. So yeah, the problem, Mark, is I don't really have any rules regarding that. What I did today, I don't have any like I don't have a don't trade more than 2 hour rule or something. Like I have a don't trade more than, yeah, I don't really have that rule. I have a max loss rule. So I think I need to make a rule. That's what I'm trying to get at. All right, PCSA open coming up here, potentially small size. Let's see it. I'm already sized down. Quick dip. Let's see if we can get a fill here and then look for a move to 5. That's the goal. Last time we had a big strong flush, so I'm not going to size up too much. Here we go. Looking for that one more dip. Oh, did not do a good job there. If we get another pullback, we'll be long. Whoa, this might hold again. 554. Wow, crazy ticker. Look at that energy. Beautiful. That should have halted, actually. Great to see that. Oh, that's why it looks so weird. I had my order book zoomed out. This should probably halt very soon. 5.6, that should have halted there. Looking for a push over 5.5. Oh, wow. Put got to stop. That probably spooked a few people. Looking to keep building a little bit of size. I'm using tiny size right now. Looking for that push back over 5.5. It didn't really hold. Could have maybe done better there. If you guys have any ideas on rules against market exposure, I'm all ears, because I don't know how to make a rule that doesn't limit my big green days where I really want to max it out. Like if I always, call it after, let's say, making $1,000, or if I always call it after, a 45-minute trading session that was good, I'll never have those big green days, those really big green days where you're just nailing it again and again and again. But I guess there could be the if statement, where it's like if the market's really hot, like if you're in 2021 or 2020 market, you could always do something like different. SPY, no, I'm not in Utah. Brent says FOMO. Baha says he's back. Welcome back. Yeah. So maybe I do something like this. If it's like a 2020 market, I'm 4G mindset, get green, get going. And if I want to make more money, I use bigger size. Shay says pick one ticker and get good at reading that one. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work for me trading small caps. Maybe if you're trading like NASDAQ, Apple or Google, I think that could maybe work. On top gappers, you want to trade the best ticker that day. So, and that could be 3 different tickers over different time periods. So I don't think that would work. But it's good to hear different ideas. Don't be shy throwing ideas around. Man, I'm a little bit lost for words. PCSA is grinding up pretty okay. This ticker loves flushing down. $6 is a big time resistance on this. I'm not sure if it's going to break over that. Yeah, Baja. I think that's really what it is. I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll say, I'll make an if statement. If we're in a 2020 market and you're green and it's good, stick around. Otherwise, 4G, get green, get going. And if I want to make more money, bigger size. I think that's going to be my philosophy. We could take it for a spin for six months or so. Well, that's 6 weeks in Utah. And then we'll go back to the drawing board. I think that's probably what I need to do because I've been in this situation at least 100 times and I have yet to actually address it because I don't know the best way to address it. So if you come in and it's 8:15 or so and I'm not streaming, it means I 4G'd it. It means I'm on that 4G. It's kind of like going fishing, like if you're trolling for that big, big time fishy, swordfish is what I want to say. Hold on one sec. This looks like a potential dip trade here off the 9 EMA. How many swordfish are you going to catch? Probably not like 10 back to back. Probably catch one and be pretty stoked about it. Stopped out. I don't like the 5 minute on this one at all. I think the 5 minute's very scary. I guess we got a consensus here on how we're going to do this going forward. It kind of feels like a green day just because we have that new rule. I feel like red days are only red days if you don't learn something from it. And I kind of feel like right now we're in a better position to actually make more profits than if today didn't happen. Jasmine goes right for 1,000 Tesla. Yeah, I don't know how SBY, I don't know how I messed PCSA up so bad. I had a good strategy for it. I don't know, it just happens sometimes. Nice, James back on ONCO. I did my stretching. I did my stretches. That might be it. I'm not sure if we're going to get more opportunity, guys. Things are drying up. Things are drying up. PCSA back at it again. Looking for a low entry here and possible move back over 5.5. Okay, that move is well on its way. That came out really quick. You guys see those sellers on PCSA? That was crazy just now. On a hard to borrow stock. That was ridiculous. Very weak on this breakout so far. Closed. But that's how it goes, you know, it starts off super weak and then it gains momentum. All these breakouts at tiny, tiny volume. I'm very happy that we have that new rule. Very happy. How do we identify if it's 2020? That's my question now. How do I identify? Well, obviously, if the date says 2020, but that's not going to happen. But how do we know? I guess we know when YouTube is just everyone wants to be a day trader. We know when every mistake is a profitable trade. Definitely not the case right now. We know when it's 2020, when the volume in the market is just absurd. Things like that, I would say, are pretty good indicators. CYN back at it again. Yeah, it's not bad. And actually it has pretty okay volume as well. Yeah, today was an amazing pre-market, really amazing. I mean, 7 to 8 was fire. Then we had PCSA, which was pretty solid at the market open. You just had to be vigilant. You just had to be ready for it. Let's write down some of these ideas so I don't forget. Let's say rule against market exposure. New rule. I didn't know how to make, what is it? It's coins dipping. A rule to hedge against basically staring at the screen too long when because you don't want to limit your upside on solid green. Like today could have been a day I made 2-3K profit if I'd kept trading, right? But I think it would actually be easier to make 2 to 3K profit just using bigger size and not trading longer. I think that's a really important part. Okay, because you don't want to limit your upside on a solid green day. Green solid trading day where you keep trending higher. However, I've been in this situation like today, where I'm up 1K plus and then I go red on the day, sometimes even hitting max loss. Days it's hard to hold onto profits, especially after nailing those. Let me know what you guys think. I'm typing it up. I'm doing it here for all of us to kind of contribute. Because something tells me we've all been in this situation. So here's basically, here's the idea for the next 6 weeks. We'll trial this rule and then reassess. That's not right. I did not spell reassess. Reassess and reassess after. All right, here it is. Over 1K or like a daily target or something. I don't know. I hate putting like a random arbitrary number. If I nailed moves, it could be up 500. I don't really care. Like if I really nailed something, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know. Because sometimes, what if I'm up like $950, right? Do I not stop? Right? That's so ridiculous. So I'm not crazy about that. That idea. Yeah, you know, James, I've tried the risk only 25%, risk only 50%, and I was even thinking about that today, but I just kind of blew through it. Maybe I blew through it because I don't actually acknowledge that rule. Press says I'm being hard on myself. I gotta be hard on myself. I've made this mistake too many times. I haven't been hard enough on myself with this specific situation. You know what they say, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. I kind of feel like I'm in that fool me twice camp, but like fool me 200 times. That's what it really feels like. Fool me 3 times and I'm just fucked. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. I got to come up with a rule like this. It's so tough. It's so tough because, okay, I read the book Quit, right? And this book really talks about how to maximize your output with the least amount of input. And it's basically, in a nutshell, most days are not going to be your best, right? So it was basically saying, it was analyzing some taxi drivers, for example. She's a pro poker player who wrote it. And she was basically saying, true applies for poker as applies for taxi drivers. And, we're probably more the poker camp, but it's all kind of the same. These taxi drivers would you know, if they reached $100, they would just call it. They're like, okay, or whatever, you know, $1,000 or whatever their daily target is. They would just say, okay, it's a good day. But some days it would take them 8 hours to reach that target. Other days it would take them 1 hour. And that's because there's, I don't know, a festival going on. There's a lot of people. There's a concert, right? So you're just constantly making money. So if it's one of those days where you're constantly making money and it's just, you know, really hot, like let's say 2020, you actually want to trade, you want to stick around as long as possible, because you could be making 20% of your yearly income on that one day. And Ross talks about that a lot too. So if you limit your upside, you're going to be leaving a lot of profits on the table. But right now, I'm having the opposite problem where I'm giving back constantly. Yeah, nice bounce on ONCO for sure. Even PSA as SA is bouncing really nicely. Yep. So I think I'm addressing that problem with the taxi drivers by basically saying if it's really hot, where there's gappers, mistakes make you profit. I don't know. What's another common thing? Um, yeah, SPY, but that doesn't really set us up for a rule. That's just like, you know, if we look back, that's what we should have done today. But where's the rule there, right? Where's that rule? All right, let me do a stretch, and then I'll come back and finish this. Okay, guys, I think I thought it through. Let me know what your thoughts are. All right, so most days are 4G mindset, right? Get green, get going. That's it. If we're in a 2020 environment where there's 1,000% gappers, mistakes make you profit, right? You do a bad trade, but you still win on it. Usually means it's a hot market. Everyone wants to be a day trader on YouTube, etc. Then stick around all day. Otherwise, if you nail the front side, take the win, save the energy for the hot environment, and if you want to make more money, use bigger size next time. I think that's basically what I keep saying. I think those are the sentences I keep saying. I needed to do stretches and just think that through. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing going forward. I'll analyze it after 6 weeks. Market exposure keeps killing me in slow markets. It happened a lot in 2023. So yeah, that's going to be my philosophy going forward. Thanks, guys, for helping me come up with this and all the feedback. It didn't come out of nowhere. This has been, years in the making. So I'm really hesitant to add a new rule, but I think this makes the most sense. So most front sides last, like a good front side will be like max 45 minutes. So, if you nailed even half of that front side, call it. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out. I really appreciate it. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I will be off. I'll be flying to Utah, so I'll be there for 6 weeks, and we will be streaming a little bit later. I don't think I'll be doing 4:30, or 7 a.m. Eastern, but I'll keep you guys posted and do the final decision on Sunday on Twitter. So follow me at Mr. Alex Winkler for all the updates regarding YouTube and just kind of everything trading related. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Hopefully you did a little bit better than I did today. Like always, stay safe.